Maniacs, it's time once again for your weekly MMA podcast called Split Decision, brought to you from the Rulov Family Inc. Studios. Bueller and Dodge, ready to break you off a little MMA knowledge, so buckle in, Buttercup. It is time to get down.
You cannot fly like an eagle when you're surrounded by turkeys.
I like that. Jumping into, this week, real quick, we have to recap last week's UFC, obviously.
Yeah, UFC 209.
Do we have any fights coming up this weekend?
We do have fights coming up this weekend. You have Ultimate Fight Night 106. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, UFC Fight
We can
Night
count. We can count.
We're going to go.
Got news.
It's a lot of news, yeah.
And, of course, a bunch of news. And the new season of Tough is getting ready to premiere as well.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about a little bit there. But our first story, coming at you from my MMA News.
Story of the week.
Yes, absolutely. You can now
bounce your balls off Arrianny.
Or get your balls wet.
By Arrianny.
Is it with Arrianny or by Arrianny if you're getting them wet?
I don't know. I think it'd be with
All
or
right.
by. I mean, I don't know. It depends on how good your aim is. Just
like
saying. Arrianny Celeste is now selling beer pong tables on her official website for $300.
2008 called.
They want their marketing idea back. So yeah,
I really want to know who the fuck on her staff was like, you should really do beer pong tables.
So they basically take
Cal.
They take a picture of her and then play it upside down and like it's the same picture. It's not one. They should just have her like looking like she's laying on the beer pong table like this, but instead it's
holes in it. It's just gonna be a grind table.
Well, yeah. It looks pretty stable.
Drill a hole and then just put the fleshlight on the other side.
It looks pretty stable.
That's still my idea.
So I think we go with this one instead of that one.
The Cleopatra one.
Yeah, it's the jungle print, sir.
I'm really amazed here.
That's the jungle print.
Is this at ArianaCeleste.com? It is. Okay,
Yeah.
so if you go here, you can pick up how much is it? $350?
We would show you a
$299.
picture. We would show you a picture, but we don't have clearance.
No,
Yeah, $299.
but you can check it out on My MMA News.
My MMA News, they got it on theirs.
But just while you're there, just so you know, she will also send you an autographed calendar for $30.
Yeah.
Or she will send you a personalized message to your phone.
Video message.
Nothing derogatory.
Nothing derogatory.
For $150. Look, I'll tell you this right now.
Nothing derogatory. No.
All four of us will send you.
Sponsorships.
All four of us will send you a message. It can be sponsored and it can be as dirty as you fucking want. And all four of us will do it for $20.
It depends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, we're not doing. Are we doing it for Depends?
Independence?
So we have to be independent.
Fine.
Independent.
$21 then.
$21. We do it. Whatever.
Act now.
So for those of you that need an Ariana Celeste beer pong table, that's a thing.
That's a thing now.
That you can do now.
That's the thing now.
Moving on from there to Demetrius Johnson.
Going to be defending his world title once again. This time he is going up against Wilson Reis. Reis? R-E-I-S?
I don't know.
You don't know. Wilson Reis, who is... trying to think here. The card's it's first time it's going to be in Kansas City.
I was going to say, I can't recall seeing them in Kansas before.
Yeah,
so that's
first
cool.
time it's going to be in Kansas City. Pretty cool deal.
And it's not Kansas City, Kansas.
No, and Wilson Reis is number 4
For those
ranked
of you statesmen.
in the featherweight division. Or excuse me, in the flyweight division. Also in that card, Rose Namajunas against Michelle the Karate Hottie Watterson. I like that fight.
Yeah, for
Jacare going against Robert Whittaker.
Fucking hate it.
Tim Elliott against Louis Samolka. I like that
Didn't
fight.
Jacare fucking win? Why are we not getting a title shot from this guy yet?
Because
They're ducking him, bro.
GSP is fighting.
Then
Michael
why isn't he
Bisping.
fighting Yoel Romero?
They're ducking him, bro.
Jacare fight Yoel Romero. There's a big
Jacare's got Jesus, and they're ducking him, bro.
Jesus juice.
No.
Is there?
Jesus.
I asked Vitor, and that's what he said. They're ducking him, bro.
Let me ask you a question, though. Honestly, do you think that the reason they're not having Jacare fight Yoel is because they want to have both of those title fights lined up?
They've already fought.
But it's for a lot of these guys have already fought each other before.
Jacare just fought Yoel, and he lost a split decision. So maybe Jacare wants to fight him,
Do it.
but Yoel's already won. He wants his title shot.
Do it. It was a split decision. That'd be a great grudge match.
Yeah.
Perfect rematch. Instead, fucking Jacare's fighting nobody.
Oh, come on.
You gonna say that? You gonna say that about Robert Whittaker?
I'm sorry.
Whittaker?
Forrest might come after me. I'm sorry.
Invicta signed 3 new women to their organization. We have Milana Dudavilla.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I like it.
Also joining is Kelly Fasholes and Kelly D'Angelo.
You may recognize some of these names from the UFC.
Yep.
And we've actually interviewed Fagels, right?
Fagels,
Yes, we have. So they're all going to be fighting in Invicta. Not to be outdone, King of the Cage making a run for second place.
Who?
Has signed 14 women fighters.
Who?
To exclusive contracts in the atomweight and strawweight divisions from across all the King of the Cage little mini organizations that are across they do. So you got Andy Nugent, Bai Nugent, Grace Cleveland, Cassie Robb, Melissa Caranagianas, Kelly Villarreño, Jamie Hinshaw,
That's my cousin. She's from my home state.
All in the atomweight and in strawweight. Lakin Jowers, Corey Ward, Peggy Ross, Cynthia Arcio, Stephanie Gonzalez, Angela Jennings, and Jamie Colleen.
This is also known as the list of people will never be allowed to interview.
You never know. Things happen.
The list is growing by the week.
Things happen. California State Athletic Commission is proposing an increased fine for missing weight. So right now, you are fined 20% of your purse.
If your fight can happen.
Yes, if your fight can happen. So 20% of your show money.
Show money, but not your win money.
Not your win money. Now they're saying 20% of your show money and 20% of your win money if you win.
No, but what if you lose?
Only 20%.
No way. I think there needs to be a couple things. They need to be like what they told Sonnen about if he came in dirty. If you come in dirty, you pay us what we were going to pay you.
That's heavy.
But I'm just saying. I mean, we've got teenage wrestlers that and Brazilian jiu-jitsu kids that have to show up that morning, and weigh in for their fight. Mm-hmm. And we got guys who are bitching about money and about how professional they are who can't make it to a fight.
You got that makes a good point because you got the kids who are making weight the day of the fight who are not getting paid anything.
But is that safe? I mean, they've talked about how they're not same day weigh-ins are not the best thing, the best idea.
Look,
for
I don't
people.
know if it's confirmed or not. But I don't know of anybody's liver who shut down at any one of these local wrestling tournaments lately. But we had a guy this weekend who shows up to the hospital, 6 pounds overweight. His liver shut down because he couldn't handle the weight cut. Who's been chasing people for a championship fight.
That's what we've been saying for a long time, though, is that if we do something like that, if the world of mixed martial arts was to make same-day weigh-ins, then you're going to have a lot more people fighting at their actual weight.
Yeah, weight classes are going to change. Guys are going to move all around in weight classes because they have to get to a more natural weight.
Which I'm a huge fan of.
I'm okay with, yeah. I'm totally okay.
I think that's what they were trying to do with the early weigh-ins, except for that still encourages weight cutting. Same-day weigh-ins.
Well, they also do no longer have IVs or no longer do...
Right, they
give
that kind of it was
stuff.
basically...
So they got the percentage base on
They got percentage base. Now you have to come in a week. You have to come within 8%. So, I mean, they're trying. But, I mean, what do you feel about this? You don't think 20% of the show money and 20% of the win money is a good idea?
I think it needs to be bigger. I think you really need to be scared. It has to be on the forefront of your mind that you're not going to get paid. Not a little bit, not nothing. If you can't do something as simple as make weight or show up healthy, you don't get shit.
I'm fine with that for second offense. I'm not okay with that for first offense. Oh, you got a lot of repeat offenders like Anthony Johnson who could like almost never make weight.
Well, like the guy we're talking about, what 18 fights he missed, 20 fights?
I think it was 32.
32.
Does that 20% go to the other fighter?
Yes, 20% goes to the other fighter, 20% goes to the athletic commission. They actually split the 20%. So now this would
10%,
be
10%.
it'd be 10%, 10%, but now it would be 20 and 20. How do you feel about it?
He doesn't like any big government.
It should be.
It should just go straight to the other fighter.
Yeah, it should go straight to the other fighter, and it should be 100%. So that way you can like ship cakes to them the entire time that they're cutting weight. You know?
I like that. It should go to the other fighter.
Go to the other fighter, and then you can like just
and some other fighters that aren't even fighting.
You can start sending them. You send them Sherry's berries because nobody can resist fucking Sherry's berries. You get Sherry's berries at your doorstep, and you're trying to cut weight. Fuck it.
We're not sponsored by Sherry's Berries.
We're not yet. We'll take that sponsorship.
You know what we need to do? It'd probably make you happy too. Is people who aren't even working out or trying to be fighters,
they should
just send them a fighter check.
I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there.
Hell, he's retired.
Yeah.
He had a no-show job for a while, okay?
We'll call it Dana White care.
He should get part of the purse. Yeah.
Daniel Cormier is not happy with the new UFC 210 poster because
give me a break.
Rumble Johnson is
you
bigger
conceited
than him.
motherfucker.
But he is bigger than you.
Not that big.
But it doesn't matter.
That is an actual depiction of McGregor against Nate.
Cain Velasquez. Oh, Nate, yes.
Yeah, remember Nate was like, what, 9 times as big as him?
According to that,
I like the poster when I saw it. I don't know why he's upset about it. I liked it because it's got him. He's foreground. He's champion.
Yep.
He looks very calm and relaxed. And then you got.
Looks like he's about to give up his fruit cup.
It's not like he's holding his pocket, man. And then it's got Rumble Johnson, who looks like he's hunting him. You know what I mean? Which is, I think it's a good, fair depiction of what's going on.
He's not even looking at him. It's like he's...
No, if he was looking down at him, it would look fucking terrible.
You know, we have some previous posters from the UFC. They're very similar. Obviously, we had the Don Anjos versus Cowboy 2 poster.
Grab the soap poster.
The GSP Nick Diaz poster. You had the Anderson Silva Nick Diaz poster. Like, these things, they do them all the time. It's not like a big deal.
It looked very, very familiar when I saw it initially.
That one looks weird.
Why? Because he looks like a lion made of dust?
See, you see dust, I see water. Like he's fucking jumping out of fucking water.
It's Nick Diaz. It's weed smoke. What the fuck is wrong with both of you? It's a cloud of
That's
weed.
this right here, sir.
Yeah,
That's
and
this.
I don't know...
Both.
Right, and I don't know if Cormier knows this, but you should never verbalize your problem that you have with pictures like this, because then the rest of the...
we're photoshopping the shit out of this.
The rest of the MMA world, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you go like to the Underground or some of these other groups, they've got better posters than the UFC.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Some of the fan-made posters and fan-made trailers are amazing.
This one guy I used to follow, he used to do a lot of them. His name was Oling. He used to do some of the best posters. In fact, a lot of them got confused for the real poster. They'd be like, look at the UFC's new poster. And they'd be like, that was me. That wasn't.
Those are the ones that the news agency started using.
News agency started using them because they were better than the thing. It was great.
Or the fights that aren't even happening, and people are like, "Oh, it's a go, dude!" And I'm like, "No, I know the guy who made that."
Yeah,
you know?
it's
no, it's serious. Look at the poster.
They got a poster.
Out.
It's real.
Read the bottom of the
They
poster.
have a poster. It's on the internet. It has to be real.
Bonjour.
One FC bantamweight champion Bibiano Fernandez was looking for free agency. He has instead re-signed with one championship.
Okay.
He will be defending his title in April or May of this year. He said he went to numerous organizations. He said he got offers from Ryzen, M1, Bellator, and the UFC. He said even Bellator came close. He almost signed with Bellator, but he still wants to fulfill some business in one. So for now, Bibiano Fernandez stays in one FC.
At 8-0.
At 8 in that
organization.
In that organization, yeah. So
He wants to get a 10-0, and then he'll move on. Ben
Rothwell, his fight might be in jeopardy. He's supposed to be fighting at UFC 211, which we will get to in a moment.
So now he's fighting Alex Trebek?
He has been flagged for a potential USADA anti-doping violation.
Not Big Ben, really?
And he is provisionally suspended. However, he says that at this time it was for, I don't think that they've said exactly what it's for. It's just that a violation. Ben himself has come out and said, with the recent news received from USADA, I would like to take this time to let everyone know I have been under the care of a physician and trying to overcome a medical illness. I would appreciate the chance to show that I have not cheated nor have intended to cheat. Please hold your opinions of me and facts until all the facts are out. I appreciate everyone's support as I go through the process with USADA.
All right, Ben.
So, but speaking of UFC 211, it is fucking jacked, bro. This is one of the best cards
fucking juice, bro.
in a while.
Like Ben Rothwell.
This could have been UFC 209.
UFC 209 was fucking garbage.
We'll get to that in a
They
minute.
shot themselves in the foot with 209.
So, going back to Big Ben Rothwell here, though, like, he's not one of the guys that you look at and go, yeah, he's on steroids. Like, Big Ben Rothwell would pass the sniff test every time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of surprising.
I don't think
to
it's
see him pop or
steroids.
something.
I think it's going to be something other. You know, it's going to be something else that they were actually treating him with.
Well, I mean, that's what he says. So hopefully he gets through it.
You got UFC 210, which is going to be Cormier against Johnson. You got Weidman and Musasi.
Are you kidding me? The baristas on the main card?
And then you got Pat Cummins against Jan Blachowicz.
Did any of us see this guy making it this far?
No.
Thiago Alves against Patrick Cote. All right. Charles Oliveira, Will Brooks. But UFC 211, man.
Wait, just real quick. Is this Patrick Cummins' third fight?
No, I think it's his fourth.
Oh, okay. Because he got a win in there somewhere, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got to win.
So that's why he's still going. All right.
You got Stipe Miocic defending his belt against Junior Dos Santos. We've already talked about that.
Yeah.
Now you got Joanna Jędrzejczyk defending her belt against Jessica Rondre. We got that, right?
Awesome.
Now you got Frankie Edgar against Yair Rodriguez. Damian Maia against George Masvidal.
Good times.
Eddie Alvarez against Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
Good times.
Henry Cejudo against Sergio Pettis. I mean, come on.
Giggity. So excited.
Jacked!
Holy shit.
This is a really solid card. And we only have. Oh, this is this the one that we're seeing?
If this whole card makes it,
Yeah.
And that's what the problem is with WME stepping in and saying we're only going to have 8 fight cards now, which is what we're seeing here. Is that if we lose a fight, this is kind of going to be fucked.
And David Branch, coming from the World Series of Fighting, dropping both of his belts that he held, coming over and going to be fighting Krzysztof Jotko. Apparently. Allegedly. It's been rumored, it's been announced, but not on the official card yet.
Well, good, because we need more than 8 fights.
see, this is when I think that they need to use Showtime Strike Force thing. Remember when they used to have a band? That way, if we lose a fighter, let the band play a little longer.
That was Affliction.
That was Affliction.
Affliction.
They
had Anthrax out there.
had Anthrax and then Megadeth or
They had
something.
Megadeth out there.
Who cares?
Ice Cube was out there, I think.
That's what cost them so much goddamn money. It's like fucking the Great White Hype with Method Man walking down the ramp with the fighter.
Yeah.
No, it costs way too much.
Why not?
Just because, man.
Look how well Affliction did. They did 2.5
All right,
events.
fine. Then fucking bring Sinead O'Connor back.
2.5 events.
That didn't even look like Sinead O'Connor.
I thought it was a dude.
It's like someone ate Sinead O'Connor.
Josh is
I was like,
fat
someone's
shaming
doing a decent cover of Sinead O'Connor's song. And I was like, holy shit, that's actual Sinead O'Connor.
You know, wasn't the singer from the Cranberries?
Bellator 174 happened was that Friday?
Yes, it was Friday.
It was Friday.
Oh, fuck, I owe you money. God damn it. I don't have any money.
It's a burrito.
It's a burrito.
Yeah, I should hit the
Burrito
taco
number
truck on
7
the
or
way
some
back.
shit.
No, this is like official for real, though.
Real though.
You never stipulated what kind of burrito. It could be a Taco Bell burrito. That's like $1.
I'm gonna go to
He
my.
said taco truck.
I'm gonna go to my taco truck and get him a real burrito next week. I
You have a
completely
taco
forgot.
truck?
He owns
My,
his own
yeah,
taco
my
truck.
taco truck.
All right.
In Slida?
Yeah.
So on that card,
Hildalgonese.
What?
Hildalgonese.
That didn't sound like
Still-
say Hildalgonese?
Hildalgonese.
like Hidalgo the horse.
Guinese.
Hildalgo.
Hildalgo.
Like you're speaking
It's a very
Hildalgo.
important conversation for the podcast.
It's like Hilda
Hilda.
Guinese.
Who's Guinese?
I don't fucking know. It's all one word, man. It's in the Don Pedro Motel parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
And for any of you watching the show who's never had a California taco truck burrito,
You're fucking missing out.
suckers!
Yeah.
Yeah, when you were threatened with nothing but taco trucks, it wasn't really a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were fucking cool with that. Please.
Yeah.
It's like, please.
Whoa.
That was quick. Good job. Good job. You're on top of that one. And the Don Pedro Motel just got a new sign, by the way. Used to be broken.
Does it say we also have a taco truck?
No, it used to just say Don. The other side was broken off. Now it actually says Don Pedro Motel. It said
I like
Don,
that it's
it
nowhere
said Don
near
Mo.
Don Pedro.
All right, let's reel it back in, people. Let's reel it back
It said
in.
Don Mo, and now it's Don Pedro Motel.
So anyway, Julia Budd defeats Marloes Conan
for a burrito.
for a burrito and the inaugural Bellator women's featherweight title. Marloes Conan has decided to retire. because
Yeah,
of this fight.
well, you called that kind of last week, man, honestly. I mean, you called the win, but I think you kind of called her being
Yep, done.
done, too. So.
Done.
It wasn't that bad of a showing.
No. I mean, she lost, in the fourth.
When somebody beats you into retirement, it's a bad showing.
Yeah.
UFC 209, the disappointment of the area code.
Oh, wait. We're not even
Motherfucker.
talking about Fister retiring?
I didn't hear that he retired.
Yeah.
Oh, he retired too. He
Done,
won
yeah.
and retired.
He won and retired.
That's right, he did.
That's a way to
Yeah.
go out. Go to Cody
No,
Fister,
you're supposed to go
man.
out on your back. That's the old wrestling strategy.
UFC 209. You want to start there at the
No,
bottom?
I don't, because it was a whole shit show from the get-go, man. I don't at all.
No, actually, on the way up, it was good.
All right,
Once the main card started, is
was
when
shit.
things started going bad.
Albert Morales got a win over Andre Sukumath with a split decision. And Tyson Pedro gets a win with TKO over Paul Craig. That was on Fight Card or Fight Pass. Then jumping on to Fox Sports 1, you had Mark Goodbeer
Yeah.
gets a win over Daniel Spitz with a unanimous decision. And then Yuri Alcantara over Luke Sanders with a knee bar.
After Luke Sanders hit him with an illegal knee, and they had to kind of stop it for a little while and see if he's going to be okay, if he
Yeah.
can recover, if he can come back. And then he comes back against that knee bar. It was great.
I don't understand the whole protocol for whether you have recovered or not.
They have the doctor come check
No,
you out.
I know, but how can
Shine
you...
a flashlight, make sure one eye's not looking over here.
Yeah, that's when they ask you like what number they're holding up, and then your cornerman taps you how many fingers there are up. Yeah.
No. It's got to be true or false. Belly Bob, this man's holding up some fingers. True or false?
True?
True? He's going to be fine, coach. Just let him walk off.
Cat? Darren Elkins up against Mirsad Bektik. You got KO over Mirsad
kick,
by
man.
by Darren Elkins. Good job on that part. You have a solid point. The fight was good going up on the Fox Sports 1. And then Marcin Tybura up against Luis Enrique.
Yeah, to go back to
TKO as well.
that Elkins fight, I mean, Elkins is getting his ass kicked.
He was getting his ass beat.
And then he cut the dude on the side. Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Then your first...
It's funny, there's people in the restaurant watching the heavyweight fight, and they're like, they don't look like they're in shape. I was like, it's the heavyweight. They can be up to 265 pounds. Unless you're Czech Congo, they're not going to look in shape.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Speaking of which, I had a discussion over the weekend about Brock Lesnar when we were talking about the heavyweights fighting. And apparently, because, he has to cut down to 265 to make it. And there's...
He walks at 290.
I did, but the question was what he walked around at, what he wrestled at in college.
Mm-hmm.
And he fucking wrestled at 295 in college.
Yeah.
That is a big dude. So it's like him taking all the supplements that he's been caught doing and quit the UFC because he got caught doing them, allegedly. Like, he's just fucking big. It doesn't even matter.
That's like Joe Rogan talked about when he first met him and he first saw him come on the scene and stuff. He's like, he just belongs in a different era.
Right.
Like, this is a guy that'd be carrying around a fucking war axe and, like, raping and pillaging and fucking destroying villages.
Right.
Because of his ancestry. Like, that's what he is. He's just,
amazing.
Like, evolution didn't pass him. He just stopped.
He stopped.
And he's stuck here and he doesn't know how to get back to his own time.
He's like a lot of guys in the NFL where
Wasn't somebody breeding him like a racehorse at this point in time?
they don't take drugs. They don't take drugs to get big.
Poor Sable.
They take drugs to lean down.
Yeah.
And get firm.
Yeah.
Because if they just run rampant on a regular diet, like you said, like Nate Newton, what was he like? 385.
Yeah.
He ate 13,000 calories a day.
Jesus Christ.
But he refused to do no supplementation.
Yeah.
It was just plates and plates and plates of food.
Like the swimmer, right? What was his name?
Well,
10,000 calories
we
a day.
know why he has to do that
Well,
because
he's got the munchies.
well, no, he's got USADA too.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is true. Good point. Jumping onto your main card here with Alistair Overeem going up against Mark Hunt. Did not see this coming. I did not see the knees getting through to Mark Hunt, and they completely did. That's what ended the fight.
Not only that, but Alistair Overeem, I mean, did he look fat?
I don't remember.
Have you seen the picture of him?
I don't remember.
Well, he just didn't have the cut abs. I mean, the chest and everything wasn't so bad.
He had the Chuck Liddell body.
Yeah.
Oh, dad bod.
I mean, this is hands down the greatest picture.
Yeah.
It gives,
Dad bod.
It gives
Fuck
like me and a bunch of people in the living room. We had a lot of hope.
Can I have some of that hope? I'm feeling that hope right now. Taking it.
But I mean, compared to what, 3 years ago?
Ubereem?
Yeah.
When we had Ubereem?
Yeah. Big difference.
Big difference.
No.
It's hard for these guys to say no. I wasn't on anything.
Mark Hunt came down, that leg kick that he took where his knee or his shin just burst
exploded.
open.
It was the third kick into the fight.
Yeah, it just burst open and just kept bleeding and bleeding and bleeding.
So
and
much
bleeding.
blood.
Originally, they said he had a broken bone, and now they're saying that he didn't.
Got like his fibia was broken
They
or
said
something.
he had a broken
Yeah.
tibia, but then they're saying no, it wasn't.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I mean he
was on Facebook or Instagram the very next day, just kind of like, oh, it sucks, but you gotta suck it up and move forward.
it is what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, good for Mark Hunt getting in there with Overeem, man.
Cynthia Cavallo going up against Amanda Cooper here with a rear naked choke in the very first round.
Way to go, Alpha Male. Way to go, NorCal.
Way to go. Dan Kelly, what the fuck, up against Rashad Evans.
He's only 39.
This dude
He's
looks,
only 39.
Speaking of having hope from what Overeem looks like, this dude looks like he rolled off a couch somewhere and showed up to fight in the fucking UFC. First off, it's like he's never seen the sun. Like I was watching this guy, I was like, why did they feed this guy to the wolves? Like they just want Rashad Evans to kill somebody at 185? And then he fucking beats Rashad Evans.
And then got a split decision.
Well, he still beat him. I thought he was going to beat him. I didn't think it was going to be split. I thought it was going to be unanimous.
I thought it was gonna be
to me, it was
unanimous, too.
unanimous, yeah.
Crazy. What the fuck, Dan Kelly? Way to go, man. He's giving dads hope around the world.
David Timur over Lando Venata.
His new name, that's the Assyrian Nightmare. I don't know why he don't use that.
Unanimous decision. What'd you think of the fight?
Boring.
All right.
You thought it was
I
boring?
thought it was boring. Not as bad as the main event, but
And
yeah.
your main event, a majority decision. Tyron Woodley retains his belt over Stephen Thompson.
Should have been called on timidity.
Dana White says he gave the fight to Stephen Thompson. Tyron Woodley took big offense to that, saying that Dana White needs to keep his mouth shut, that he shouldn't be able to say stuff like that. He
Not at
shouldn't
all.
be able to have his own opinion.
Shouldn't own his own company and say things about it. Terrible idea.
In fact, the Nevada State Athletic Commission The head of it said the judge that gave it a 10-8. We released this and put this up on our Facebook page.
The scorecards.
The scorecards. You had one judge for Woodley, 48-47. One another judge for Woodley, 48-47. And one judge gave it 47-47. Sal D'Amato gave it 47-47, making it a draw. That is why it is a majority decision for Tyron Woodley. He gave round 5 to Woodley a 10-8. A 10-8 round.
And according to Joe Rogan, he thinks that it was given a 10-8 round because he was just punches away from being done. The bell saved him. That's what Joe Rogan says. He was a couple punches away from being out. The head of the Nevada
State Athletic Commission says the one judge that gave it a 10-8, we went over this in the debriefing, that 10-8 is unacceptable. Not that it would have affected the outcome of the fight, but just to share it with you, we strive to do the best we can. We don't always succeed. That judge should have scored it a 10-9. I mean, they talk about these new things that they've added to that. Like 10-8 has to be really deciding.
It has to be obvious, right?
And I don't see a 10-8. Now, do I think? I don't know. I had it 3-2 for Woodley myself. The styles were just completely opposite,
and that's what a lot of people on the internet are saying.
Nobody is happy. Nobody wants a rematch. Nobody wants a trilogy.
God, no. Nobody wants to see that fight happen. But this is one of those things where it's like they both came in after their first fight, which was a really, really good fight, and then they both had strategies that basically canceled each other out.
Yeah,
and that's what you get when you got these guys are fighting at the top tier of the sport, and they both came in there. They didn't not want to fight, which is what I'm seeing from a lot of people. They just came in there with their game plans, and they tried to stick with their game plans as much as possible, and it canceled each other out, which sucks, led to a boring fight for us watching at home, but they both did what they trained to do. They did what they planned to do in camp, and unfortunately, neither one of them wanted to improvise and take risks, and that led to what we fucking saw on Saturday night, which sucked. But Joe Rogan was defending the judge who gave it a 10-8, saying that Thompson was about to be finished.
I don't know.
That's up to people watching.
Of course, everyone's got their own opinion.
Yeah, that's just what Joe Rogan said to defend it.
And of course, you have Michael Bisping using this as fodder for his fight with GSP, saying, if these are the two best welterweights in the world, I'm going to destroy GSP. What do you think? You got the rankings.
I don't know about the whole destroy.
What's next? Tyron Woodley, you're the champ. Who are you going to fight? You going to do a rematch with Robbie Lawler?
Sure.
We're going to do Damian Maia.
What is Lawler doing? Does he
Carlos Condit?
We haven't seen Lawler in a while. I don't know.
No, I think he does have a fight.
He has a fight coming up.
I don't want to see Lawler fight Woodley again because the same thing's going to happen.
You think so?
Yeah, I really do. Lawler can't help but get in there and mix it up, and he likes to punch. He doesn't mind getting hit, but when you get somebody like Woodley who's hitting back, he's going to go to sleep every time, in my opinion.
I thought he had a fight coming up. Let's see if we can find it here.
If he goes up against somebody else who doesn't have that one punch knockout power like Woodley does, then he's obviously got a chance. That's why he had the belt for so long. But when he goes up against somebody who has that kind of power that Tyron Woodley does, then there's no way. He lets himself get hit way too much.
Actually doesn't have a fight. Nothing's
he's still set in stone.
Nothing's set in stone. Nick Diaz was offered a rematch with him.
Go in there, click next fight. Robbie Lawler next fight.
Nick Diaz was offered a fight. Nick Diaz turned it down.
Yeah, because of money.
Yeah. So that's
stupid.
So we don't know what's next for Robbie Lawler, but I would like to see him. I don't know. I'd see him again against Woodley.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not saying I wouldn't watch it. I mean, obviously I'd watch it.
Let's see Robbie Lawler and Dom Cerrone.
See, and that's I see that going well. I don't know who would win that fight because I know Donald Cerrone has great stand up and he has great ground game, but he doesn't have that one punch knockout power like Woodley does. So that's where Lawler can survive. He can take a few hits from Cerrone, get maybe rattled a little bit, but still push through, and who knows what happens there.
Little on the conspiracy theory side, Overeem had food poisoning the day before his fight. Dana White came out and said he was in the hospital for 24 hours throwing up and other pleasantries of food poisoning. He said that Overeem didn't speak about this. I'm going to let you guys know that he was in the hospital. So here comes the conspiracy theory part. He was at the hospital, and they had to fill him with bags and fluids from IVs. So there's some people online saying that, it's because he was doing stuff, and he basically used food poisoning as an excuse to go get
It's
fluids.
pretty fucking brilliant, though.
I mean, it's reported he was 6 pounds overweight when he walked in there at 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So did he have a plan to lose 6 pounds?
He says, Overeem, when they finally talked to him, he says, I went through all of the steps necessary. I got sick yesterday at the weigh-ins.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm talking about Khabib.
No. This is Overeem. He says, I had low energy. He's like, I acted like I was a tough guy. I went to the Nevada State Athletic Commission. I went to the hospital. We did nothing wrong. However, again, you got other people that are saying maybe it was a giant ruse.
I kind of like this tactic, though. You know, like you want to cut weight, but you don't want to do anything illegal. So what do? You go to Baja Fresh after hours, right? And you know,
yeah, I don't have that golden god of the butthole, Joey. Where I need Chipotle away.
It's a strategy. It's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see how it pans out.
And then Tony Ferguson, not happy with the money he was given after Khabib Nurmagomedov pulled out of his fight. Now, Tony Ferguson was contracted to make $250,000 to show, $250,000 to win if he were to win. As long as he shows up and makes the weight, he still should be getting his show money, the $250,000. Right. He's saying he got half.
Well,
half of the money he was supposed to show up, and he says, how is that fair? He's like, all my training expenses were more than that, and he's like, I weighed in. I did everything to show. That's what showing means. I came in and showed.
That's what having a manager and lawyers are about. So
half. He says, I'm not happy. He says, and of course, he's like, they asked me about doing the Johnson fight, but they wanted to cut the pay again. That's why I turned it down, thinking I'll at least just get my show money.
Yeah.
He says he only got a fraction of it.
Well, time will tell on that one.
Time will tell on that one.
There could be confusion in the office or something because it's contracts. You're supposed to get what you're supposed to get, and if somebody fucked up, somebody fucked up. But that's easily remedied with your manager and your lawyer. That's what you have them for. That's why they're on your payroll.
So then moving on to UFC Fight Night 106. This is going down tomorrow in Brazil.
With Belfort versus Gastelum.
As your main event, yeah.
Jumping on here on your Fight Pass card, you got Gareth McKellen going up against Paulo Enrique Costa.
Got Costa on that one.
All right.
And then also Jason.
Ronnie Jason
going up against Jeremy Kennedy.
I'll take Jason. Hopefully he's on the up and up again.
I don't know, man. He's a questionable fighter.
He's definitely questionable. And the rest of this is going to be on Fox Sports 1.
The whole thing.
So check
Click
that
on
out.
Soto. Where's Joey Soto been?
Joe Soto? Joey Soto? I like Joey Soto better. Joe, you should go by Joey. 2-fight win streak?
2-fight win streak. Last fight was November of last year, where he defeated Marco Beltran to a heel hook.
So we haven't seen him for about 5 months.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
Oh, so he hasn't... I thought once he fought that fight, I thought he dropped back down into the Tachi League, but apparently...
Nope, he stayed with the UFC.
So 2 more losses?
I mean, they're going to take care of him if you take a championship fight on one-night notice.
Right.
Typically, that's how it rolls. Mitchell Prazeres is going up against Josh Berkman.
Burke?
Every time we see Berkman's name, I'm like, we haven't seen Berkman in a very long time. Ronnie Yaya going up against Joe Soto, who we were just talking about. Picks?
Yeah.
Taking Soto.
Okay. Sergio Moraes going up against Davi Ramos.
Take it, Sergio.
And Francisco Trinidaldo going up against Kevin Lee. Trinidaldo on my end.
All right.
Alex Oliveira on your main card here going up against Tim Means.
Who lost the Cowboy moniker, right?
Yes.
When he fought Cowboy.
He's not allowed to have it anymore.
No, I don't have it anymore. I got Dirty Bird.
Tim Means?
Yeah.
All right. I'm with you. Still got one too. Betch Correa going up against Marion Renault.
She's a fellow strongboard pusher, so
we're going to take that.
Yeah,
we're going
for sure.
Renault.
Plus, nobody likes Betch.
Nobody does.
No.
Jose Formiga going up against Ray Borg.
I got Formiga.
Got Borg.
Since Star Trek days, got to go with the board.
This is a tough fight to call, though. Edson Barboza taking on Benil Dariush.
Oh, these are both buff fighters.
I like Edson Barboza.
It's a tough fight for me to call.
I'm going to take Dariush.
I love Barboza.
I'm going to go with Dariush, too. Sorry, Dennis. If I'm siding with you, you're probably going to lose.
All right. Shogun Hu is alive!
Shogun Hu is alive! Mauricio Shogun Hu and taking on Gian Viante.
I always root for Shogun.
Always.
He's been very Carlos Condit in his pictures. Like, he's just got a mean on.
As long as his knees have been
no, I'm taking Gian Viante.
Been replaced.
You take Viante?
I'm taking Viante all day in this fight. And then Vitor Belfort takes on Kevin Can't Make Weight Gastelum.
At middleweight.
Might as well just be a heavyweight. Why not? I'm sure Vitor would have been like 205. Sure, let's go 205.
205.
Let's do it. I'll drink more Jesus juice.
Yeah, I'm just going to take Gastelum.
He took out all the weights he used to fight.
He's in a lot better... I feel he's in a lot better fighting shape
marks
right now.
Who, Vitor?
No.
Kevin?
Gastelum.
Kelvin?
Yeah.
Vitor Belfort is one of those guys who is just like, just when you count him out, all of a sudden he shows up and he kicks somebody in the face and knocks him out.
I gotta go Vitor. Post TOT or Vitor hasn't been doing too great, but I'm still gonna go Vitor.
Well, he's got 2 in a row. He's not gonna go 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No one beats Vitor 17 times in a row. Doesn't happen. Anyway, so that's going down tomorrow night. If you get the opportunity to make sure you watch it. Make sure you watch it on Fox Sports 1. Dodge, again, always has the best freaking wallpapers. Curious George looking like Heath Ledger's the Joker. Why so curious? Beautiful.
Why so curious, Sean?
Thanks for listening. We do appreciate it. You can find us online at SD_MMA at Twitter and Instagram. Also, Split Decision MMA Podcast on Facebook. And anywhere podcasts are broadcast, make sure you check out our sponsors, MyMMAnews.com. They do this 24/7 for breaking news. They are the ones that you want to check out. And, of course, StrongboardBalance.com. Change the way you work out. Get on board. StrongboardBalance.com. Your chance to win one on their Instagram, Strongboard Balance. That's pretty much it for us from the Ruloff Family Inc. studios. It is Bueller and Dodge saying have a good night. We'll see you at the fights.